The Iraqi army is once again in charge of Sinjar, home to Iraq's Yazidi religious minority. The district is one of several disputed areas claimed by both the central government in Baghdad and the semi-autonomous Kurdish region. It has changed hands 5 times since 2003. As part of an agreement between the two sides in October, Baghdad deployed its army to take control.
The security situation inside Sinjar is the responsibility of the police, and the Iraqi army controls all the suburbs, districts and sub-districts. The security is stable inside Sinjar. There is no flag other than the Iraqi flag hoisted inside the town. All the positions are under the control of the Iraqi government.
After the fall of the late former President Saddam Hussein in 2003, Kurdish Peshmerga fighters controlled Sinjar, while the Iraqi army was deployed further south. Both abandoned their positions in 2014 when the Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant, or ISIL, launched an offensive across northern Iraq. Much of the city of Sinjar was destroyed during the conflict. There's a lack of trust among the Yazidi minority towards both the federal government in Baghdad and the regional government in Kurdistan due to decades of neglect and because those forces failed to protect them when ISIL swept through Sinjar, killing and abducting thousands. Moreover, they feel that they have not been meaningfully included in the negotiations that determine the future governance of their region. Among those not consulted on the agreement are Yazidi armed groups that sprung up in 2014 to help survivors escape ISIL and who fought to retake Sinjar. This group, called the Sinjar Resistance Units, has now handed over several checkpoints to the Iraqi army, but their commander told Al Jazeera that the fighters will remain in the mountains.
We want guarantees to keep the residents of Sinjar safe. We will not hand Sinjar to a specific political party, and we will not allow anyone to deal with Sinjar in an oppressive way.
The Sinjar resistance units are closely affiliated with the outlawed Kurdistan Workers' Party, while other armed groups operating in the district are linked to Iran. Many people living in Sinjar say they are tired of living at the mercy of competing political interests, and some welcome the presence of the Iraqi army.
Having the Iraqi government here is better for us. There are many parties and illegal armed factions here. If the Iraqi government is here, the situation will be better and the security will be better.
Years after being displaced by the conflict with ISIL, a third of Sinjar's inhabitants have returned and are beginning to rebuild their homes. That means they'll be able to cast their ballots in elections in Sinjar next year and have a chance to have their voices heard and choose their own leaders.